Welcome back to the CryptoWorld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now, Ethereum is running into important resistance while new warning signals are beginning to show again here in the shorter term. More on that in just a moment, so definitely stick around. First of all, just giving you a quick update here on the 4-hour Bitcoin chart. And right now, the price of Bitcoin is obviously still in a short-term bullish trend. But soon, the price of Bitcoin is about to run into this important resistance, which is, of course, the golden pocket coming into play in between around 17.5K to 17.6K. So in the immediate short term, that is the range of resistance that I'm currently paying attention to. But if we see a confirmed break above 17.6K, then I'll be watching around 17.9K as resistance, and above that around 18.3 to 18.4K based on this local high also as resistance. And now if you're looking at the 4-hour Bitcoin price oscillators, technically speaking, they are still trending more bullish than bearish. For example, in the MACD, we are seeing bullish momentum as of right now, although it still isn't as much bullish momentum as some of these previous spikes in the price of Bitcoin. So like I've been saying over the last week or so, yes, we are looking more bullish than bearish, but I wouldn't exactly expect a massive spike up like that, for example, and instead some more price action, kind of like what we've been seeing over the last 1 week, basically just more mild bullish price action here in the shorter term. But that's just based on the momentum we're seeing right now in the 4-hour Bitcoin MACD. But if we're looking at the 4-hour Bitcoin RSI, yes, this is still in a bullish trend, currently forming higher lows and higher highs. But with that being said, the 4-hour Bitcoin RSI once again is now entering into overbought territories, telling us that we're a little bit too overheated right now here in the shorter term. Now, obviously, around 1 to 2 days ago, the 4-hour Bitcoin RSI also entered into overbought territories just here, and not long after that, we saw a small pullback in the price of Bitcoin, which helped to reset this RSI out of those overbought territories, which gave us some more room to the upside later on, which has been playing out obviously over the last 1 day. But considering the fact that the 4-hour Bitcoin RSI is once again in these overbought territories, this is telling us that we're potentially due to see either another small pullback or a bit of sideways price action, just something to basically cool off this RSI to help reset the RSI, which can give us some more room to the upside later on, considering this bullish trend is still active. It is still in play. We have not confirmed any bearish reversal as of right now. But now, if you zoom into the much shorter term, looking at the 2-hour Bitcoin chart, we can see that right now, the price of Bitcoin is potentially forming a small bearish divergence as of right now, because obviously we're seeing higher highs in the Bitcoin price, but lower highs in the Bitcoin RSI. Now, it's important to mention that this is only on the 2-hour time frame, so it's not super significant. If it is to play out in the short term, it's likely to play out perhaps over around 1 day worth of a short-term cool-off, which is basically what we need to see for this 4-hour Bitcoin RSI, like I just said. But overall, I am still remaining more bullish than bearish in terms of the trend right now here in the short term. It's just we could be due to see a bit of a cool-off from this trend before continuing higher later on. And now, just before getting into the Ethereum part of this video, I'll quickly remind you that right now there is a massive 4-year anniversary giveaway happening over at Bybit, and as you can see, they are giving away a brand new BMW X5, a bunch of new iPhone 14s, and a bunch of crypto as well. And so if you want to take a look at this for yourself, there will be a link down below in the description and in the pinned comment, which will take you to this page right here where you can see more information. And by the way, there's only a few more days to go before this giveaway closes, because it does indeed close on January 15th. So like I said, if you want to check it out and get involved in potentially winning some of these massive prizes, there will be a link down below. Definitely check it out if you want to. But anyway, now getting into the Ethereum part of this video, this right here is the daily ETH to US dollar chart. And right now, the price of ETH is still running into this important horizontal resistance, which is sitting at approximately 1350. And while this is happening, the daily Ethereum RSI is getting very close to overbought territories, although as of right now, it isn't there just yet. And like I said in my last video, this pattern right here is an ascending triangle pattern, which is technically a bullish pattern because it is statistically more likely to break out to the upside than to the downside. But the technical price target for this pattern only comes into play once we actually see a confirmed break either above resistance or below support. Once again, resistance at around 1350, and this support level is sitting at around 1220. And now if we do end up seeing a confirmed breakout above that line of resistance, then that would set up a technical price target at just underneath 1.7k, which is pretty much right where this previous high is sitting at here on the daily time frame. And so like I said in my last video, once again, if we see a confirmed break here on the daily time frame above around 1350, then in that case I'll be targeting this range right here, which is resistance and a technical price target coming into play in between around 1650 to 1.7k as the next price target once we actually break 1350. But obviously, even in that scenario, even if we see a confirmed breakout above 1350, between now and then, there will also be some other levels of resistance as well. For example, taking a look at the Fibonacci levels right here, we have the 50% retracement level sitting at around 1340 to 1350, once again acting as a bit of resistance right now. But we also have the golden pocket sitting at around 1410 to 1430, and the 78.6% Fibonacci level at around 1.5k, more specifically around 1520. And now if you zoom into the shorter term, this right here is the 4-hour ETH to US dollar chart. Technically speaking, the price trend as of right now in the short term is still a bullish trend. I am still currently more bullish than bearish, but just in the more imminent short term, as in over the next 1 day or so, there's actually a bearish divergence that's potentially forming right now, because obviously we're seeing higher highs in the price but lower highs in the 4-hour Ethereum RSI, and we're also seeing some declining bullish momentum in the 4-hour Ethereum MACD. And so technically speaking, based on these price oscillators, they are pointing towards a bit of a short-term cool-off just in the imminent short term, as in over the next day or so. But like I've been saying, the overall trend on the 4-hour time frame is still a bullish trend. So we're most likely going to see a bit more of a pause from this bullish trend, kind of like what we've seen over this period just here over the last 1 day, and then potentially continue higher later on. And now if you're taking a look at the ETH to Bitcoin chart here on the daily time frame, this breakout is very much still valid. So we're still looking more bullish than bearish in the price action itself. But just in the daily RSI, this has recently entered into overbought territories, which historically speaking has acted as a sign to be somewhat cautious for the ETH to Bitcoin chart. And so due to this happening, I'll be paying attention to this previous high right here acting as resistance, sitting at around 0.078 Bitcoin per Ethereum, which is not far above where the price is sitting at right now. And in case you're new to this chart, basically if this chart, if ETH to Bitcoin is going up, that essentially means Ethereum or ETH is outperforming Bitcoin. But on the flip side, if for example the price runs into resistance on the chart and we see a turnaround like that, then that would essentially mean Bitcoin would be outperforming ETH, doing better than ETH. But for now, it is more likely that ETH will continue to outperform a little longer, perhaps for the remainder of this week. But if we see too much more bullish price action, then like I said, the RSI would just enter further into overbought territories, giving us a larger warning signal. But whether the price goes to the upside, to the downside, or simply chops around sideways, believe it or not, you can make money in crypto no matter what direction the price is heading by checking these videos right here. The video in the top left of your screen shows you how to make money in crypto if the price is going either up or down, and the video in the bottom left shows you how to make money in crypto if the price is chopping around sideways. But that's just about everything that I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.